do a parlay to show you what diplomacy is all about. So let's say, okay, I want to do diplomacy with this guy here, and it says diplomacy basis. That's the name of the quest. That's the first quest, because you have diplomacy quest and you have civic diplomacy. Civic diplomacy is something that basically you talk to random, or not maybe random, but basically whatever NPC you're playing with, you talk to them, and if they have some civic diplomacy available, you can basically do diplomacy with them, and you have always a couple choice with which you can choose to basically create buff for the city. I know that might not make sense right now, but I'll maybe explain it more in details after that. But let's start with the basics. So diplomacy quest, I'll take this one. It's a level 1, so I just select diplomacy, and here is the diplomacy setup. Basically, that's where the parlay goes. So let me show you how it is. First of all, dialogue. For those of you that really love to read stories and read stuff, diplomacy is really for you, because basically the main thing about diplomacy is that you engage somebody into a discussion regarding whatever the subject is, depending on the lore and everything that you're doing right now. And the thing is that you're trying to get as many information from your opponent as possible. And the way to do that is basically to win a parlay. So let me show you. This is where your opponent card will be. This is where my card will be. And here it is. You have the expression. You have many different expression depending on which one you use. Basically, you have this one here is the pool. Basically, all the pool of the yellow, red, blue, and green that you have here. You have basically the pool that you can use. So let's say, for example, right now I start with 1 yellow. This card here costs 2 yellow, so as soon as I will have 2 in my pool here, I will be able to play this card. So I will show you a game after that, it will make more sense. Here, up here, you have dialogue points, and there's some here down there also as well. Dialogue points are actually, these are for your opponent, and these are yours. The main goal of a parlay is to bring yours up to 0. So here it is. Here you have 0. This is the middle of a parlay. So when it comes to that point, nobody wins. So it's just like, you know, the middle of the parlay. If I play a card, let's say I play a 3-3. I just put it there. This is a 3-3. So 3 is the number it will go down on my favor, basically. And if, for example, I go down by 3 and he go down by 4, that means that, you know, you get the point. I've played 3, he played 4, so the 3 I've played go down by 3, and if he play 4, it will go up by 4 again. So basically, each time you play a card, like this one, I'm playing this one, let's speak. You can always listen. Listen means that you don't really play a card. You just listen to see what the other can do. Sometimes that happens because you don't have any card that you can play at your round. So let me start. I'm the one playing. So I will play this card. See what happened. First of all, since I've been below on my side, I win the first parlay. So my thing gone down by 1 point. Now it's 12, but it was 14-14 at start. So when I win the first parlay, it goes down to 13 basically, and it gives me a bits of information, an additional bits of information about what we were talking about. Then this guy play a 1-1, so it was 3 on my side, then he play a 1-1, so it goes up by 1. And this card he's using give 2 in every field for both him up here and both him and myself. So he just give us a lot of pool, which is a good thing because you will be able to see what pool is all about. Basically now you have some pool and I do have some. So right now, for example, there's 3 yellow. If I want, I could play that card here, which is a 3-3 that used 2 yellow pool, which is pretty logic. So let's speak. That means that this will go from 2 up to 5. Then that means that I will be on my side, so it will here go down to 11. Then you will play a card and we'll see which side the parlay is going. Let's do this. See, this is 5, so it goes down to 11. You just listen. So basically, you didn't play a card. So since it was on my side, I lose another point here. Basically, I say lose, but basically the point is to go to 0. Once I reach 0, I will have every bits of information I need to know about this. So first of all, when I start the parlay, he was only saying one thing. Then as long as you win a parlay, it gives an extra bit of information. And in the end, you have all the information you need to know about the subject you were parlaying about. So as you can see right now, this card needs to wait for 4 rounds, and this one as well, before I will be able to play them again. So we'll have to wait. But right now I'm at 5, so that means that as long as it stay on this side of the line, it will go down by 1 each time somebody playing a card, even the opponent. And if it's on this side, he will go down, and he will if he reaches 0 before me, he wins the parlay and you basically lose. So you can just start over later, but for a while he won't be talking to you anymore because you failed to win the parlay and stuff. So let's use another card. I'm using a 1-3, so that means that I've made between 1 and 3, and that makes me go up to 8. So I'm over the I'm on my side of the parlay, which means that I go down each time. So I play another card, and he just listen. So that means that he could have pushed it up, but as it's just like the tutorial and stuff, he's not really playing against you. He just listen to what you say to basically make you understand the whole game. And this parlay is all about learning how to play. So he's teaching you how to play bits by bits when you win a parlay. So let's use another card, a 2x2, which is a 2. So I'm 8, I'll go up to 10. 10 is the maximum you can reach. So I'm at the top maximum right now. So basically, each time I win, I'm on this side. When I play a card, or when he play a card, it drops down. See, now he's still at 14, I'm at 6. So if I keep going, now I'm at 5, 4 because you just listen. Now here it is. I don't have any card that I can play right now, so I'll just listen. Since I listen and I'm on my side, I win a point. Then you listen back, another point for me. Now I can play, but that's useless to play right now because I'm at 10. So I don't, I can play a card, but that's not really useful. I can just I can just listen, and that will do the same job basically. So here it goes. It goes down to 0. So since it goes down to 0, I just win the parlay, and winning the parlay gives you some XP, which help you to raise your level. So as many parlay you do, the most level you get basically. And what's interesting about Vanguard is that, see, I'll just complete this. So what's interesting about Vanguard is that basically you can basically never been doing some fighting outside and stuff. If you want to be a diplomat, you can always do diplomacy in every city without having to fight ever in your life. But basically you always have to fight a little bit, but you know what I mean. You can focus on only doing diplomacy and become just a diplomat if it's what you need, and if it's what you like basically. Same for crafting, and same for adventuring. You can do only one of them. You can do all of them if you feel like it. If you like it. So that's what it is. So let's do just one last time to show you. This guy is level 1, and what it shows here, that's another thing. You see that all of the colors are available. Sometimes you see only some of them that are not available. That means that if the red wasn't there for some reason, that means that only green, blue, and yellow not cards, but only green, yellow, and blue pool will be able to go up, and the red one will never go up. So if you have any cards that need some red pool cards to be able to play them, you won't be able to play them because that's one of the parlay limitations.